Friends, let's do some experimenting with modeling paste, and then I have some pine cones. I wanted to see what kind of cool texture I could make with them. I love experimenting, especially with nature, and seeing kind of what I can come up with. So I'm just using some modeling paste. I will link it if you're on YouTube, and if you're on Instagram, leave me a comment and I'll send you the link. I really like this one. It's nice and thick, and I'm just using a palette knife. I am working on a phone book page, which I absolutely love. It's so cool. You can do so many cool things with them. And this is paper that I included in this month's, or the month of July's, paper pack. But I just wanted to experiment and see what I could do with my pine cones. I tried doing some stuff with them. It didn't work. So I decided, well, let's see if I can twist it and kind of get this really cool imprint. So I'm just going to twist the pine cone and see if I can get some really cool texture, which it worked out really, really cool. And I love it. It kind of looks like a flower shape with the bottom of the pine cone, but you have to make it super, super thick. But I love how it looks, and you do get the beautiful texture from the pine cone. So this is definitely a cool way to use a pine cone in your art. So I just love experimenting. So I just encourage you, go outside in nature, bring some stuff in, and just have a good time and see what you can come up with. You know, who would ever think? I also did a video with pine needles and doing like a watercolor resist technique. Definitely one of my favorite things that I tried this year. So I will connect that video if you're interested in watching that, but really fun. And then you're just going to let that dry, but it has such beautiful texture, and you can put paint over it or ink and really pick it up. Another thing that's really cool to do with pine cones is you can stamp them. So I'm using the side of the pine cone, just some black paint, and I'm just using it as stamp and pressing it on top of all of this cool texture that is underneath too. Plus you can see a little bit of the text from the phone book page, or the text on the page too. So really, really pretty. And I just love how this looks. I'm going to do it on another piece of paper so you can see how it looks too. But, it's so fun. Pick up a stick, pick up a feather, pick up grass, just pick up whatever you can find, that you're comfortable with and that's safe for you to pick up with, and experiment and see how you can use it to inspire your art. I love making my own papers and using them in my projects as a layer of collage, or just to add a really beautiful element to my art. So I'm always looking for interesting marks that I can make. So this is one really cool one. It was a lovely surprise, and I love how grungy and uneven the marks are. I think it's really, really cool. So I'm kind of looking, which is so cool. And I'm going to grab another piece of paper here in a second, hopefully. I'll put that aside. And then this one has so I am just going to squirt out some black paint, and I'm going to do the same thing, create that beautiful texture with the pine cone, and just press it down. And it really makes these very interesting, very organic marks that I absolutely love. So, feel free to use different kinds of papers, see what you can come up with. It's just so much fun. And you can kind of roll it a little bit and press down a little hard, vary the pressure. But have fun, because this is what this is all about. I could maybe mimic this with a paintbrush, but I just love how imperfect and organic it is. I love that kind of art and creating those kind of marks too. I love making marks with my hands, you guys know that, but I also love finding different cool things that I can use in my art to make really interesting marks too. And this month was all about texture, so I really, experimented with that a lot. But I thought this would be really fun, especially if you're with kids. You can grab some paint and some pine cones and see what you and them can come up with. But it was really fun. And this is I'm let this dry a little bit, and then I'm just going to add some instant coffee and spray it out so it can kind of pick up some of that texture too. I love adding instant coffee with a spray bottle, especially on brown paper. And then we have a little bit of that beautiful texture that I created with the crackle paste and the modeling paste and all the pastes that I used this month. This is kind of like an all-for-all brown piece of paper that I kind of just put everything on, even like masking tape. But it's great to experiment. I'll see you next time. Happy creating, friends. Bye.